Hello everyone, I am Mulbre and I don't do fancy introductions, so we're going to get straight into Rimworld here. I am not the most experienced Rimworld player. I typically get about an hour of gameplay and then all my pawns are dead, but we're going to give it a go here on the single explorer. Like, you know, the one where the person's like wanting a thrill in life because they have too much money and everything's now boring. So it's just us and our companion here. We have a little Yorkie as our companion and we're dropping down to the middle of the desert. I just kind of picked a random location. We're on moderate difficulty and we're doing classic Cassandra. Gotta, you know, make everything grabbable. Gotta get our stuff equipped. Gotta get our days going. But all in all, just gonna kind of be a very classic Rimworld experience. No fancy gimmicks, no fancy challenges going on here. Just trying to survive. And I did take a little bit of a gander at this pre-built building here. I was double checking because sometimes there isn't anything evil inside. Sometimes they are open for moving into, but we are going to get the ancient danger message here. So unfortunately that is a no-go. Won't be touching that. But we are in a desert. I do have a few resources available, so my goal is just to set up a base somewhere. I am going to set up close to the ancient danger location just because why not? It's central to the map. If there's any better locations, I don't know them. We're just going to pick a spot and make it happen. But how about a little bit of a Rimworld ASMR here for a minute? Well, that's enough of that. I'm trying to like mentally, retroactively be like Mulbre. Mulbre, speed up the game. Mulbre, push the little arrow buttons, make it go faster. But yeah, I really didn't have much going on. When I picked the pawn, I just basically went for somebody who didn't have too many like super negative traits. Whether or not there would have been better traits, I don't know, but we just saw a little bit of foreshadowing up in the corner. I don't know if you guys caught that up there. A little bit of foreshadowing. Oh yeah, and then I forgot to build a door. Yeah, I forgot my character had like really high building stats, so they like whipped that stuff out. I'm like, oh yeah, let me build up a wall, and then it's like, ah, shiitake. Yeah, they built really quick. They can't mine worth beans, but by golly gee whiz, can they build? But we got our first little building up there. Built right into the mountainside. So all in all, good protection. I imagine for the desert we're going to need heat during the daytime, or cool during the daytime, heat at night, because the desert does tend to have rather extreme temperature shifts. And we got their bed. And I do take a while to get up and going, like building proper storage and stuff like that. So that does take me a while. Eventually I will get storage built. And I will eventually get a farm built. That all takes me a little... For some reason I was so focused on mining this iron. Like, I don't know why. I felt like the iron needed to be mined. I yearned for the mines so strongly that is what I did. Just sat here and watched them mine a single block. Oh goodness, that's something I do. I was probably looking at my phone, to be honest. Looks like we're still just mining. There's stuff that could be hauled to shelves, there's fields that could be planted, and I am just mining. You gotta appreciate my priorities here. But I do finally figure out I need to get a field planted, so we're looking at fertility levels. It looks like there were better places. I could have moved a little bit closer to better fertility locations, but... Oh, there's some corpses I could dig up, or go grab, not dig them up. Go grab them. So I am finally starting to get some stuff done here, but we're going to go grab some of those corpses that cougar is out there killing, and then we will get that field planted eventually. And yes, I still have my packaged survival meals just out there chilling, rotting in the elements, and I am in here digging a wall. Priorities. Priorities, people. Priorities. Now I'm finally getting my garden started. Fortunately, my pawn, I believe, has some skill in gardening, so that's not too bad. They will get that up really quick. I will admit, in retrospect, I think I made my fields too big, but I was determined to kind of like make that whole area into a field, but in retrospect, I do think I made it too big just for one pawn. But that was another successful day digging at a wall. You know, I mean, really, when your goals are just digging into a wall, you really get a lot of progress done quickly. Need defenses? Is that what that little word says? Need defenses? We don't need defenses. As anyone can tell by the length of this video, we're not going to be around long enough to need them. You know, we got our little bit of adventure. Our supposed 30 seconds of fame. But now they've decided to work on tearing down this building. So that's when I was like, okay, it's time for me to set priorities. Because they... Like, I was queuing up stuff for my pawn to do, and then was surprised that my pawn was, like, doing the things I was queuing them up for and not focusing on the stuff that I actually needed them to do. I was like, can you read my mind? Please? So, they tore down some stuff, finally set priorities, now they're working on their fields again, because I did set gardening as a pretty high priority, but we're still not actually going to get around to moving that stuff onto shelves quite yet. Oh yeah, for some reason I decided I needed to stop my puppy from eating my food. I was like, that's what it's there for. But yeah, I decided that the puppy only gets to eat corpses. Yeah, it's just like that. Restricted them from the actual meals, which I guess makes sense, right? You know, get them to eat the stuff that I can't eat right now. Oh, we have a visitor. Which was rather nice that this one wanted to trade. I oftentimes get a lot of visitors that they're just existing. You know, they just kind of show up. And you're just kind of looking at them like, why are you here? Please go home. And they're just like, nah, we just want to hang out. And I'm just like, why? It's like, please leave. But this one actually had some stuff to trade, so we did do a little bit of trading with them. Not too much, just a little bit. I think I bought a lot of stuff off of them. Yeah, now I'm finally moving things onto my shelves. Finally like, okay, now that there's stranger danger, maybe now I should get my stuff onto shelves. Because they steal, right? Right? That's the thing? I can't remember. I'm always paranoid about theft. Oh yeah, see, there's the cougar. So then that finally motivates me to actually, like, get my survival meals moved away because the cougar ate it. I have a whole carcass right there that cougar could have been eating, and it's like, nah, we're going after the survival meals. But that what finally motivates me to get my stuff picked up. Priorities. Priorities. But yes, the foreshadowing came to visit us again. But all in all, it's not going too bad. It's just a nice, slow, classic beginning to Rimworld. Nothing crazy. Finally getting some more gardening done. Looking at my skills here, I've got 15 social, artistic, animals. So I think I have a fairly rounded character. We did get our first mad animal, a mad iguana. And we are going to kick this thing's butt. Oh yeah. Pew pew, done and dusted. And that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh look, more foreshadowing. Oh yeah. This doesn't last very long. There's our little Yorkie. Isn't he precious? I don't even think our Yorkie got a name. No, they did get a name. They come with a name by default. Oh look, more foreshadowing. Where are we going? Oh, we're going for a walk. You know, that weird hobby that people do where you're just kind of like looking at them like, what are we running from? Does anybody else get like that awkward feeling when you're just going for a walk and the whole point of going for the walk is just going for a walk and you don't really have a destination in mind, but by golly, you're just gonna go, but then it's like really awkward because you have to feel like you need a reason to exist? No? Just me? Okay. Same with food. I have that weird feeling when it comes to food. If I'm eating something in a public place, like if I'm eating an apple and I get down to like the very last bite of apple and I need to throw the core away, I will hold on to that core until I have finished chewing and eating my food, just so that way I'm not like sitting there weirdly chewing and eating with no evidence of what it was I was eating. Doesn't matter what it is. Like if it's a carrot, right? You know, when you eat the last bite of carrot, the evidence that there being a carrot is now gone. I will sometimes, like back when I was in school, I would not eat the last bite of a carrot just so that way there was always like people could see why I was eating something because I had a carrot. So then I'd throw away the last little bit of carrot. Yeah, I was a weird child. Or if there was like a bag of food, or if I was eating like a sweet treat, like whatever it was, I'd always leave like the last little bit of that food item. So there was always like, people could see why I was eating, because there's evidence. Yeah, I was a weird kid. Well, we're doing a little more late night gardening. We really didn't do much during the daytime, just kind of meandered around, picked up some things, did some more things that needed to be done. We're looking at my skills here, watching my plants level go up. I was hoping to reach skill level 2 there, but we didn't quite get that far. And we started construction on a windmill, got our little Yorkie, did a little more mining. All in all, a very unfocused survival plan. I'm going to craft something, a cooking implement, a kitchen. And it's nice to have a kitchen. No table and chairs yet, though. Although I do understand the desire for a table and chairs. It is nice to have a table and chairs. And a toilet seat. I'm gonna tell y'all what, having a toilet seat, oh, that's a story. That's a whole story I could get into. But while we're waiting, I might as well tell that story. So at work, I work as a truck driver, and I very rarely have access to, you know, proper bathrooms. But one of the bathrooms that I do have access to on the regular, I guess somebody stole the damn toilet seat. Oh, but here we go. Foreshadowing has finally come to fruition. We are now in the shadow of the whatever. Anyways, we're being attacked by the cougar. And look at me go, standing my ground. Oh, I'm so brave. Oh, this is going to end badly. Yep, there we go, damaged. And there's our little Yorkie. Oh, not the Yorkie. There goes our Yorkie. And there we go. We're about to, yeah. Well, my pawn does hang on for a little bit longer, but they do eventually die. So that was my Rimworld experience. That's pretty classic for me. I really don't last long in this game. I love watching videos for it, and I love playing it once in a while, but then this always happens. So I guess let this be a lesson that you do need defenses, and maybe don't always stand your ground. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for hanging out and watching, and until next time, have a positive day, everybody. Bye-bye.